It's that time of year again when we are all getting excited about the arrival of everyone's favorite little buddies. And yes, to honor and mark the occasion, I am wearing an Elf on the Shelf onesie that's meant for extra, extra large children. I thought it brought a little something extra to the video. Disclaimer: if you are watching this video with your beautiful, wonderful children, or if you traditionally watch my videos with your kiddos, now would be the time to have them exit or for you to pause and come back to this when you as the grown-up are alone. Mamas, my mama sisters, this video is for you. Whether your family celebrates Christmas or even Hanukkah, because there is now a moose that does something similar to our friend the Scout Elf, this video has been created with you in mind to help ease your holiday anxiety around how do we come up with new ideas. So if you're here and you have not yet subscribed to this winter wonderland of a channel, we do holiday events, Disney things upcoming. We also do a lot of conversation, open and honestly, about weight loss surgery in the bariatric world. So I would love it if you would subscribe as your little holiday gift to me, or perhaps it is just your appreciation. Can we get a moment, please, to appreciate these festive little reindeer nails? Hence the earrings and the antlers, which are harder to see. But please do it. Please subscribe, hit that button, like this video. All of your support, which is free, helps me continue to make content for you. If you haven't met him yet, this is Tinsel. Our Tinsel video tradition began 3 years ago. And while it probably is nichely embarrassing to admit this, I do think about Tinsel for the majority of the year, but in a way that brings me joy. My guess is that you're here and watching this video because coming up with new, innovative, creative ideas every single year for your children's youth is hard, right? In case you haven't seen them, I'm going to link the other two Tinsel 2+ videos of Tinsel, meaning our elf or our elf ideas, in the description box below as a resource for you too. My daughter, Callie, she is 8, and she has few passionate loves in her life: Disney World, books, and this little elf. It seems dramatic to say, but Tinsel is truly a part of our family. We talk about him at the dinner table, on vacation, all year long, not just in the month of December. Sadly, and I know I mentioned this last year too, I can feel in my bones that we are in Tinsel's final years, right, of the belief. Ooh, parenting is hard when the things you don't want to recognize are staring you directly in the face. Callie deeply wants to believe in magic, and she right now still wholeheartedly believes it as a fact. But how long does this last? And I know I asked that question in this same exact video last year too, because I am already pining for these days in the future because we're on limited time. Right? The evanescence of Tinsel is very real. I am going bigger and bigger every year because that is my justification. How long do we have left with this little magical elf? So let's get into some ideas. If you are new to the squad of elves, welcome, Mama. You are in good company. I think there are those of us who love this job and those of us who do this job because we love our kids. I love this job. And also, of course, I love my daughter, but I love being the magical elf, because I know that not everyone watching this video is going to feel as enthusiastic about it as I do, and because I only have one child, I think that makes a big difference. I'm making this video to hopefully give you an arsenal of ideas and resources to help. When does your Scout Elf, Tinsel, rude, please close your legs. When does your Scout Elf arrive? There's a discussion, is it the day after Thanksgiving or is it December 1st? If you are already on a limited fuse or patience level with this little beauty, December 1st is perfect. There are also parents who do 12 days of the elf to align with the 12 days of Christmas. You do your thing. You do you. You do your prerogative. Up to you. This year, because I have a little extra help, we are doing the day after Thanksgiving, which will be earlier than Callie anticipates, so I'm excited for that. Also, please feel free to follow along on Instagram for all of the antics that this mischievous little guy gets up to, and for bonus additional ideas that I come up with kind of as the day progresses. While I've received some criticism for this in the past, something we do with our elf is that he brings Callie a book every day of his time. Now, before you come for me in the comments section, or before you try to tally up the cost of this and shut this video off and think, well, I'm not spending $400 on books, let me tell you, friend, that we reuse the books. I do purchase new ones to sprinkle in year after year because Callie's reading level is increasing and there are new books that she loves, and there are such new fun holiday books that I want to read with her, so I do purchase some new ones. This year so far, I have purchased the Pigeon series holiday book. I've also purchased a Stick and Stone holiday book. As I said before, my daughter is a passionate reader. If your child isn't, or if you do not want to spend your bedtime reading holiday books with them, this absolutely doesn't have to be something that you do, but because it's a tradition for us, she looks forward to it. And the most time-consuming part of this tradition is wrapping the books. You don't have to do that part either, but I do wrap them, and then I put little sticky note numbers on them, letting me know what is the date that I will be giving that book, because I'd like it to align with either a bonus extra gift from Tinsel or an activity that we're doing. A note about the wrapping paper. I do reuse whatever wasn't used last year. However, it cannot be the same wrapping paper that Santa uses. Let's talk theme alignment, okay? Because you know, if you've been here for any videos about the holidays or even my packing videos specifically for Disney, coming up soon, I like a theme. So this year, Callie is in her ballet studio's performance of The Nutcracker. Right now when I'm filming, she's actually at Nutcracker rehearsal, and the day that you're watching this, if you're watching it live on the Sunday that it's up, she's actually in the Nutcracker right now. So Tinsel, as part of his opening gifts, will be bringing a Nutcracker book that I already have, as well as a little Nutcracker doll that I found at Home Goods. So Tinsel likes to bring some bonus gifts that, again, I collect all year, and I know this is extra, but if you are an organizational queen and that brings you joy, I actually do create myself a spreadsheet for all of the days of Tinsel's arrival, and then I slot in the book that he's bringing, as well as what we're doing if it aligns with a specific event, like the Nutcracker, or if we're going on the Polar Express. And then I also include like the gift that he can bring that goes with that event. I think of this like a little Tinsel advent calendar. And if this is your first go and you're planning and you're ahead of things right now, you don't need anything extra. Moving this elf is enough. It's enough. You're doing more. You're doing it all, mama friend. Because I have one baby girl and I do think about Tinsel throughout the year, I tend to grab things when we're traveling or over the summer when I have more time, and then I put them in a drawer that is designed for gifts in my closet, and I don't look at it until November, and then I think, ooh, I already have this many Tinsel items. So I am collecting, I am getting things on sale, I am not spending any big amount of money, and I'm purchasing intentionally for him. In terms of ideas, my daughter, again, 8, she loves the like naughtier hijinks that Tinsel gets up to. These are still wholesome, but like they're not cute, if that makes sense. Example, he tends to poop somewhere in the house during the month of December. I use like a little Hershey's Kiss and then I stage him around it somehow. She loves that one. He also puts glitter and food coloring in the toilets at some time, and he will write on the bathroom mirrors in shaving cream. So she loves it when he's just a little bit mischievous. He also flies on our very high ceiling fans at some point, kind of like an Elf Adventure zipline scenario. It looks really silly, and you can easily achieve this with like kitchen twine. Dental floss is such a good one, or holiday ribbon. It's a little thrilling adventure for him. But this year, in addition to these fan faves of Callie, I wanted to incorporate things that I know that she's also loving, which is the first time I'm doing this. Callie is really into yoga right now as a part of her ballet practice, so we're going to be creating a Zen retreat for Tinsel so that he can also have some calm during the chaos of these exciting holidays. I'm thinking about putting him into the bathtub in some poses like downward dog or child's pose. And this could come with like a little handwritten card that asks Callie to also do some yoga poses, maybe with me or maybe by herself, for 5 to 10 minutes before bedtime. This is to encourage a little bit of relaxation for both of us. And speaking about this, I love it when I can create Tinsel to bring something for us to do as a family. One of our favorite activities during the holiday season is a classic movie night. So I really want to set up like a mini cinema experience, including like a tiny bowl of popcorn and even like a little baby TV that I can cut out of construction paper. You could also put him in front of like an iPad or a regular screen TV too. Or if you have a dollhouse with like a little TV, that would be perfect. And then on the side, it could come with a bag of popcorn and like a bunch of different movie titles or a recommendation for a title or a you pick for your kiddo, and then you all snuggle up in your jammies and you pop that popcorn and you watch a holiday movie together. Definitely an upcoming idea that kind of just came to me. In the next week or two, I am going to be posting my annual Trader Joe's Peppermint Holiday Haul. Can I fit all the peppermint I want into my VSG tummy? So be subscribed for that. But I also usually buy their cookie decorating kit. I love this idea where you have the elf set up next to the oven or even inside if you know you're not going to turn it on to really hide them. And then you could have like a little cookie scene that you're creating, and he could bring sprinkles or a cookie kit or even just a boxed mix from the grocery store so that you could make holiday cookies together. And a letter to Santa is always so helpful. You could set your elf up with a little tiny pen. You know those like little markers that come in super cheap sets from the dollar store, with like a sticky note or a tiny notebook, and then supplies for your child to write their own letter to. Super simple, doesn't require a lot of money or props to do, and it will help you out as well. You know what I saw on Amazon that was so stinking cute? Like a miniature little elf door. I think this might be something we need this year. You could use it as like a tiny little entrance to and from the North Pole so that Tinsel like comes and goes from there. So if you have things to leave the elf, like Callie likes to write him letters and take Polaroid photos of him and then give them to him, she could put them next to the door. I'm already so proud of myself. I will leave the link to the one that I found on Amazon in the description box below. It wasn't super expensive, but it was really cute and something you can use year to year. So for Tinsel's arrival in 2023, he tends to bring the book that's about the elf, right? That makes sense. And usually a letter from Santa. And we are sticking with our balloon theme this year too. Tinsel will be taking to the skies in a hot air balloon. You could use a helium balloon for a little whimsical touch. You could also add like a little basket to it and then fill it with things for your kiddos. So those are some of my new ideas. Now last year, I also bought, I think it was a 12-day kit to help me when I ran out of ideas, and I found that to be wildly helpful. If you watched last year's or if you haven't yet, it's in the description box below. I thought that service was really helpful, but I also found that some of those items were things that, like, if I thought ahead, I could buy them myself. So I was a little frustrated with me not thinking of those ideas first and then having those supplies on hand. This year, I have upgraded my kit. This kit is from Leslie at Elfin' Around on Etsy. I did some intense research this year into elf kits. Maybe that should be a whole separate video in future years, like which elf kits are worth it. And I found the original Elfin' Around kit from Rookie Moms. I will leave that website linked in the description box below, but they had like the most creative kits. And then this kit came up in every Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest search, and for good reason. Leslie is a chef's kiss elf assistant pro. Could we take a moment to appreciate the packaging of this? And she has color coded by week the activities for your elf. My excitement for this is over the moon. If you are looking for a done for you elf service, this is the one. Stop looking, pause this video, go buy this kit right now. Do we see this? For a separate purchase, you can also get the early elf week. I am going to show you that. It's so organized. It's in this like beautiful light pinky color, but these are for extra 5 days of ideas. These have dates on them and then directions on the back. So I'm gonna show you the arrival kit with the balloon situation in a moment. This is November 25th for this year. So these do get updated every single year. All your props come inside little packages. There are pictures on the back of the cards, and it comes with a QR code right here so that you can download tips, tricks, directions. Let me show you. We're gonna do a little double screen action right now, okay? Her kits ask you how many children you have. So if you look, this will tell you the tips and tricks and then how to add an extra elf and then tag everything because there are giveaways that she does in the future. When I tell you you are going to reuse all of these props. You don't have to use them in the same way next year, and you might not even use all of them. I can't wait to see what this one is. It has a ton of Haribo guys in it. There's slime in this one. This is just like the early action pack. This is the elf arrival packet. Look, it comes with all of the things you need to make the helium balloon. And then there's a letter from your elf here too. This says Elf Fart Zone on it, and it's got like a pillow for December 14th. I can't wait to see what this is. I am so pleased with this. She's having a Black Friday sale and a Cyber Week sale. Run to grab this before they sell out. This is so organized. There are definitely less expensive kits out there to use. They're not gonna be this organized or come with this high quality. Look. A full bottle brush tree in here. It's a rockin' around the Christmas tree day. Like, this is amazing. This has been so well thought out. She clearly cares. What is that? It's a little gnome. She clearly cares about your child's magical experience, and I would spend this money time and time again. If you're saying, Chels, this sounds amazing, I simply can't afford this for one or more of my children, follow me on Instagram because I post every single day what Tinsel is getting up to. I will definitely be showing you every single day that I use this kit and tagging her so that you could use props from your own home to kind of set up those ideas. But again, that's gonna take a few more minutes on your behalf of preparation than it is if you just have the kit ready to go. This truly has gotten me so excited for what Tinsel and I can get up to. And if possible, I will also be putting on Instagram like Callie's reactions and which one of these are her favorite. I try to do weekly roundups. So if you're looking for elf inspo, my Instagram is also a good place to go. It's just happening in real time rather than giving you time to prep for it. If you're looking for more free ideas, I also have a free guide to Elf on the Shelf that I will link in the description box for you. All it requires is your first name and an email address, and then you will get a very cute list of ideas. Thank you for unboxing this with me. I knew based on my conversations with Leslie some of the ideas that were going to be in here, but I am more excited than ever. I wish that I could start putting Tinsel out like tomorrow. My books aren't wrapped. My prizes aren't fully into the spreadsheet yet. I still have some work to do to prepare for him, but November 24th will be the first day that she wakes up, and I am bringing Tinsel to Disney with us. So if you want to see how we're making that happen, stick around on social media. There will be Disney videos coming your way soon for our surprise trip. Shh, don't tell her. We're talking about how we're going to surprise her, like Mark and I were talking about that today, my husband. So very, very exciting on the horizon holiday adventures for Tinsel, but also for us. Thank you so much for being here, my sweet little elfie friends. If you have any awesome ideas that worked last year or that you're thinking about this year, don't gatekeep them. Put them in the comments so we can help each other out. I love you. I love that you are creating magic for your family in every possible way, and I hope you're taking some time for yourself too. I wish you all of the magical pixie dust best with this season's elf excitement. I will see you next week. Goodbye, mama friends. You know I love you.